Hey guys, it's Susan. So, yes, as you saw by the title, I have multiple ovarian cysts. Now, this started November of 2022. Up until that point, I was having normal periods and everything, and then all of a sudden November hit and it just became severely, just almost non-existent, basically. And so I missed my period for November and I missed it for December, but got it literally at the tail end of December, like December 30th. And it lasted for 2 weeks, which is already unusual because mine usually last for 4 days. But this one lasted 2 weeks and it was really heavy. I went through 5 pads in 3 hours type of heavy. So, from January on, I started getting these hot flashes and these menstrual cramps, like you would with any normal period. Now, the hot flashes started off as just getting, a little overheated, and I thought, oh, well, it's nearing warmer weather maybe, or something like that. But, and with the menstrual cramps, I got them like you would get on your normal period for 3 weeks straight, and then when my period was supposed to come, it would come, but every time it would have a different flow and a different consistency. The reason why I didn't think much of it when it happened in November was because I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm nearing 20, hormones change as you get older and chemicals change as you get older and so on and so forth. Well, I missed my period for February, but I got it at the tail end of March, and it was only for a few days, but the actual consistency of it was like constant blood clots, and it was just chunky and everything. It wasn't like a normal flow period. And it also went from heavy to light, from light to heavy, and so it was very weird. And then, what month are we in? May. We're at the tail end of May now. And then, oh, okay. A few days ago, today's May 27th, so May 24th, which was a Wednesday, I started getting these pains that were located right here, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird, but I have hip dysplasia, and so it felt exactly like when my hips act up, like that pain, but it was lower. It was right on top of my ovary. I'm like, okay, it's fine. But it lasted for a few days, for a couple days. May 25th, when I woke up, I felt like shit. I felt like I had the worst flu in my entire life. I felt cold. My body was crampy and achy. This side hurt even more than the previous day. So I started making this video. Actually, I was making the video to document this journey. And when I was done with that video, I was editing it, and I was editing it, and then afterwards, I fell literally right to the floor because the pain was so much. So after that, I made a video of me on the floor, and I actually have it because I think I remembered I saved it. Where is it? I don't know if I saved it. I don't think that's it. So I don't think I saved it. Yeah, I didn't save it. But I called my mom. I was like, yo, this is what's going on. And she was like, yo, we're taking you to the hospital. We didn't say yo, but, you know. And then the actual first, we went to the hospital. I got blood work done. And then I gave them the whole story. And then I was waiting for the ultrasound specialist, whatever they're called, to come in and get me to do my ultrasounds. And so this was the first update after the ultrasound. So during the ultrasound, they could see my uterus and my right ovary perfectly clear, but when it came to my left ovary, they couldn't see it because it was blocked by some air or something. So they had me wait in the waiting room, not the emergency waiting room, but in the separate waiting room that they had. So I updated, and it says, so I got here, did a urine sample, got my blood drawn, just finished doing an ultrasound. They could see my right ovary but not my left one. Said there was gas or air blocking it. So now they're having me drink water to fill up my bladder because it makes it look clearer. And then they're gonna do another ultrasound to see if they can see my left ovary. So about 15 minutes after I drank the water, not 15 minutes, 30 minutes, because it takes 30 minutes for your bladder to fill up. So after the 30 minutes, they had me head back for the second ultrasounds. They could see my left ovary clear now, and after that they had me wait in the emergency room so that the radiologist can check my ultrasounds, and so that they can get a room for me. So after we got back to the waiting room, I went pee because I really needed to, but I couldn't because they needed to do the ultrasound. So another update here is just got done with the second ultrasounds, they brought me back to the ER waiting room, and they're gonna have a radiologist look at my ultrasounds while we wait for a place for me to go. And so that whole entire waiting room process, no, not really any updates, to be honest. So after like an hour and a half, they brought me back. This nurse came in. She was super nice. I loved her. And then 5 minutes later, the doctor came in, asked me the run-of-the-mill questions, do you drink? Do you smoke? Are you pregnant? Do you do drugs? Blah, blah, blah. And so, hold on. So people are texting me, checking up on me to make sure I'm okay. So, that's what's going on. So I might be periodically checking my phone. Okay, there we go. They can wait now. Where did I leave? Yeah, the doctor came in, asked me the run-of-the-mill questions, and then he did the press test on me, where they do that to see where your pain is. And when we got right down to that left ovary, I'm like, yeah, that's where it hurts. So it's like, okay, I don't have your ultrasounds back yet, but when I know something, I'll let you know. So he left. We waited for about another 15 to 20 minutes, and then he came back. He still didn't have my ultrasounds, but he read a note on them to the radiologist, and he saw that there was multiple cysts on both of my ovaries, but a cyst on the left one filled up with fluid and burst. That's why I had that blinding pain. And he said, even though we found the source of the pain, that doesn't explain why you suddenly had missed periods. And he's like, I think I've already asked you this, but it sounds like you were having regular periods and then all of a sudden missed periods. And I'm like, yes, that's what happened. That's what happened. And he's like, okay, so I'm going to refer you to a gynecologist. And she's basically a OBGYN, similar to an OBGYN. Or a type of OBGYN, I don't know. But basically, a person that deals with the female reproductive system. And he says the cause for your missed periods might be PCOS. Now, if you don't know what PCOS is, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. I do know that it deals with the reproductive system and everything. Polycystic ovary syndrome, also called PCOS. So, what polycystic ovary syndrome? It's a hormonal disorder causing enlarged ovaries with small cysts on the outer edges. The cause of polycystic ovary syndrome isn't well understood, but it may involve a combination of genetic and environmental factors. So basically, on my mother's side, there's a long history of ovarian cysts and hysterectomies. Now, if you don't know what a hysterectomy is, it's a surgery where they take out your complete uterus, so you can't have children in the future, or you can't have periods. Basically, it removes all of your uterus, your fallopian tubes, your egg sacs, your cervix, all of that. So he's gonna I'm currently trying to get a appointment with a gynecologist that he referred me to. But it's the holiday weekend, so I have to wait. Then I got discharged. Luckily, I am still able to do all my activities that I want to do. And so, like swimming is a big one for me. Swimming is a stress reliever for me. So I'm so glad that I still get to do it. However, I have to do everything with caution now. They're having me rest for a few days. There's no real like treatment or cure other than like ibuprofen and Tylenol and rest and heat, like a heating pad and everything. But if another one does burst, there's nothing I can do about it. There's no prevention I can do. I can help the swelling by ibuprofen, but I can't prevent a burst. So if this gets as bad, there's a surgery. I don't know the actual name of it, but it's basically where they go in and they remove the cysts by themselves. But if it gets to the point of like severely bad, then they'll need to do a total and complete hysterectomy. Hopefully it doesn't come to that point. So it's been 2 days since the hospital. Like I said, it's May 27th. I went to and got back up from the hospital May 25th. So I was there for 5 or 6 hours from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m., which is actually, let me just do a little math here. Calculator. Okay, 11 minus 5. I should be able to know that. 11 minus 5. No. 11. So yeah, I was there for 6 hours. So, yeah, I'm just waiting. Basically, I'm just waiting for until I get a gynecologist appointment and I can see what the fuck is going on. But yeah, that's it. Yesterday, I didn't feel good. Like, I literally didn't. I could barely walk and everything. And last night, I started having menstrual cramps, which I looked it up, and menstrual cramps are caused by ovarian cysts. Why? I don't know. But, yeah, and today I'm doing a bit better. I feel bloated, and I'm pretty sure I am bloated. I'm not that hungry. I haven't been since the hospital, but I know I need to eat. I've been nauseous on and off. So, that's basically it for this update. I'll update y'all whenever I have an update. So, that's basically it for this video. Okay, bye.